Hi, this is Angelique, and this is another episode of Let's Talk About God Now. But today, you can call me Jonah. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the story of Jonah and the whale when Jonah was fleeing from the Lord because the Lord wanted him to go to Nineveh and talk to the Lord's people. So before I go with that, I will say I'm usually calm in situations. I know how to adapt well if my situation changed, even though I don't like change that much, but I know how to adapt. I'm usually calm in high chaos situations. People always like, how do you remain so calm? And that's because I like to live my life like Jesus. When Jesus was on the boat in the water and there was a storm coming, and the his disciples was on the boat and they thought they might die because of turbulence. And they was waking Jesus up. And Jesus is like, what's up? Like, I'm on the boat with you. Y'all need to rest. But obviously they was panicking. They was worried. They was scared. So he commanded the winds to stop. So I like to live my life like that. I understand when I do feel turbulence and there's a storm, I know that there's a God. I know I can go to God and I can be like, hey, can you help me? So now, like I said, I know who I am. I know what I'm supposed to do. I found out my calling a while ago. And I'm like, okay, I'm in the Bible, I'm reading. I'm like, oh, is this me? And he like, yes. I'm like, okay. So as some years have passed, he went in more depth of who I am and what I'm supposed to do and um, who I am to him. So as the years been going by, I've been like Jonah. Like I said, I've been running in a sense. I've been fleeing because I'm like, look at the world, Lord. Like, these people don't care. Or I get on the internet and I see people that talked about things I maybe wanted to talk about. And I'm just like, oh, they talked about it already. They got so many followers, or it's been talked about. I don't have to say nothing. And that's a period of, there's a parable about the Lord sows the seeds on different types of ground, rocky ground, ground that the thorns come and choke it out. So of course through life, things happen, and I'm like, I can't get to it right now, or I got so much going on, or I just told you all the excuses I gave him. Well, in the story of Jonah, there was a storm, and they was like, what is going on? The people on the boat, because Jonah got on boat with some people he didn't know so he could flee. And Jonah was like, I know what it is. It's the Lord coming for me. So he jumped into the ocean, and he got into the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights. And the whale spit him out. He went on to Nineveh to do what he was supposed to do. And this is why I'm here now, because like I say, when I have turbulence, when there's a storm, I know the Lord can calm the storm. I know I can go to the Lord and say, hey, what's going on? Or can you help me out? Or this person is attacking me, or this seems like an attack. But I know that he's like, go to my people, like I told you. Like, you have all you need to have. You're not going to be more prepared, even though I do need to be more prepared. Sometimes I just come on here and I talk, and like I say, I start going fast and I don't finish all my message. So I do need to be more prepared. But he's like, and for one, I can't get to my next step if I'm not obedient, right? Because I'm a follower of Christ. I want to be obedient to the Father. So as I sit in front of you right now, okay, so Jonah went into the whale. So we do know he was there for 3 days and 3 nights. We also know that if you fast for at least 3 days, your body starts to heal and rejuvenate. And we do know Jesus said, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I'll rebuild it, right? So I fast. And after I fast, you have more clarity, you have more strength, because I've been sitting with the Lord. I've been talking to the Lord. And like I said, I already know what to do. So I didn't fast this time. I'm just jumping I'm going straight to Nivea because I already know what's going on in my life. I'm like, I have a little bit of turbulence. And the Lord is like, go to my people. So here I am. But that's just one thing to explain because I have things I need to talk about. I need videos to put out, and I haven't put them out yet because I've been being disobedient. So this is how the Lord works through us. So, like I said, you fast for 3 days, or you could fast for more. And we all know the benefits of a fast. We all know about water. So, first water, Jesus. Second water, Jonah. And then third water, I want to talk about Peter. When they were on that boat, and they was like, "Is that Jesus?" Like, Jesus was walking on the water, and he told Peter to come. And Peter started walking, but he got nervous. He looked down and he fell. You know what I'm saying? So I will come to Jesus. I will walk on water. This ministry that I have is me actually walking on water. That is my faith. Me walking on water. Like I told you in the last episode, you can call me Noah. I'm building an ark. A lot of people don't believe in God. They say they never seen God or whatever people want to say. I'm not really pressed by that, but I believe in him, and I build the ark. I believe in him, and I'm going to stretch my hand out and I'm going to walk on water. So I just wanted to come here and say that I want to be obedient to the Lord. Like, I'm not, there was a Eve and there was a Adam before Christ came. Eve was deceived by the serpent. I'm not the type of person, I'm not going to say I can't be deceived, but I'm not the type of person that is going to leave God's side just for another person. I'm not the woman that's going to let a man take me away from the Lord. Nor am I the type of woman that's going to stay with the man that is not leading me to the Lord. So I'm not an Adam or Eve, even, we all could be at some time and point of our life, but I'm a follower of Christ. I understand that Jesus is God. I understand that Jesus came here to show us the way. I understand that God said he knew me before I was even in my mother's womb. That means everyone here God called to be here. And just like Jesus, he called Jesus to be here as well as a redeemer. So every time I look at Jesus, you have to put yourself in Jesus' place. So I just want to be obedient. I want to be led by the Lord. I want to hear, well done, good and faithful servant. I want to store up blessings and wealth from the Lord for my kids to be passed down like a praying mother. I want those sacrifices that I'm giving to the Lord now to follow me and my children in generations for generations, all the days of our life. Like, I want my name in the book. I want my kids' name in the book, my grandkids' name in the book. When I read the Bible is the book of believers. That's why Jesus' genealogy is in there, because those are the people who have faith. So in these stories, we find these people, and I want my name in the book of life as well. So as I sit here with you all, my job is to come and open the cells of people that are locked in cells. Talk to the brokenhearted. It's See, this is what I mean about not being prepared. But it's Isaiah. It's the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. So my job is to come and spread the good news. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be obedient. I just want to come on here and say, like I said, we have to read the Bible, because at any given time, you will be a person in the story. Like I said, right now, I'm Jonah, but I'm getting up out that belly of the well. Like, I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do so I can be like Jesus and walk on this water with the Lord. So I see y'all on the next episode of Let's Talk About God. Have a good night.